Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to attend our presentation. Today, we will be introducing you to our sexually transmitted infectious awareness program called Safe Sex, Stay Safe. Before I begin, I will give a brief overview on the topic. STIs are an infection that can be passed from person to person through vaginal, anal, or genital contact. There are various types of sexually transmitted infections, such as gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, HPV, and genital herpes. In the United States, STI rates continue to rise. It is estimated that 1 in 5 people have a STI, and there have been 26 million new cases. Out of those 26 million new cases, young individuals account for nearly half of those, which is very concerning considering the fact that young individuals account for only 25% of the sexually experienced population. Furthermore, there has been a 12% increase in STI rates in Long Beach, California. In 2015, there were 189,937 reported cases. And in 2019, that amount increased to over 230,000. These numbers have placed Long Beach on the list of top 10 cities with high rates of STIs. The combination of being Long Beach natives and our passion for health and wellness drove us to create Safe Sex, Stay Safe. Having grown up in Long Beach, we understand that young adults face many barriers, which is why they are our target population. We want to help educate them and provide resources. Our program goal is to reduce the incidence of sexually transmitted infections among young adults ages 18 to 24 in Long Beach. In order to get the word around, we plan on distributing 100 flyers per day on college campuses regarding our workshops and contact information. We will also conduct monthly workshops that educate participants on topics such as STI transmission, STI prevention, and STI testing. Our third process objective is to recruit at least 4 interns ages 18 to 24 and train them on STI advocacy skills. Moving on to process objectives, participants will leave the workshops with an increased knowledge on sexually transmitted infections. They will also be able to distinguish unsafe versus safe sexual behaviors. Lastly, interns will gain advocacy skills on STD transmission, prevention, and resources. Our outcome objective is that by the second year of the program, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis rates will decrease by 25% in the city of Long Beach. Now, let's discuss our program implementation. Our first intervention activity will be educational workshops. These workshops will be 4 weeks long, and health educators will be educating our participants on topics such as STIs, STI prevention, and how to have safe sex. Participants will be informed on the HPV vaccination and given resources on where to get this vaccine. They will also learn the importance of using condoms, internal condoms, and dental dams. They will also be giving supplies to practice using them and properly dispose of them. Our next program activity will be small group discussions. Within these small group discussions, health educators will teach participants how to communicate with their partner about STIs in general and how to practice safe sex behaviors together. The health educators will further discuss how participants can encourage their partners to get tested for STIs and to use condoms when engaging in sexual intercourse.
Additional prevention interventions that we will have are STI health fairs and intern annual training sessions. Our STI health fairs will be held semi-annually and in the area of Long Beach. We will have organizations tabling during the health fair. Some of the organizations that will include the Care Center, COCOB Student Health Services, NAMI, LGBTQ Center of Long Beach. The outcome of STI health fairs is to decrease the STI rates of gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia by providing STI testing and resources to the community. Now, with the intern annual training sessions, there will be 8 total training sessions that will be 2 hours long. The last session, interns will have information and knowledge gained through 8 training sessions and present information learned about STIs to health educators. This intervention will help interns gain advocacy skills on sexually transmitted diseases, prevention, transmission, and resources. Next slide. Program budget will consist of personnel, educational materials, and promotional materials. For the personnel, we will have 2 full-time employees, 4 interns, and 2 part-time health educators. Each staff member will be responsible for certain roles of the program. The full-time employees will manage the overall project and supervise interns and volunteers. Educational materials will include pamphlets, 3 protection methods demonstration kits that will be used during the educational workshops, and flyers. Promotional materials will consist of materials needed during the STI health fairs, like totes, STI pens, condoms, that will be distributed in the various locations. Now we have, next slide, please. Now we have the examples of educational materials that we will use. We have a safe sex, stay safe flyer, and then we have a brochure to the very right. Next slide. With the budget, we will be able to provide interventions that will help and prevent the spread of STIs. Testing resources will be available to the community, and there will be an increase of STI treatment. Overall, the program will be able to reduce the incidence of sexually transmitted infections among young adults ages 18 to 24 in the area of Long Beach. Thank you. This will conclude our presentation.